So on May 3rd, the president will meet with Mahmoud Abbas, the Palestinian Authority. And here's an interesting fact. They, A, don't recognize the right for Israel to exist. B, there's 36,000 recipients. They reward as a matter of law those people that kill Israelis. I've read over in the year 2016, close to $300 million.
There is, on an annual basis, they're giving often hundreds of millions of dollars to terrorists or the families of terrorists who murdered Israelis, murdered Americans. It's unimaginable. I mean, after a decade, it could be more than $1 billion that are given to terrorists. This is from, I'm not talking about Hamas, I'm talking about mainline Palestinian Authority, headed by President Abu Mazen, who's going to see President Trump in Washington. And I think the first test of peace is to say to them, hey, you want peace? Prove it. Confront terrorism. Stop rewarding terrorism. Stop paying terrorists. And don't finagle the books. You know, what they do is, okay, we won't pay it directly, we'll pay it to somebody else, and they'll pay it to the terrorists, you know, in a sort of circular fashion. No. Come clean on this. Stop paying terrorists.
They have to
repeal the law.
It's a law.
Yeah, and there are books
it's a law.
that not only pay terrorists, this is the crazy thing, Sean. They pay terrorists on a sliding scale, not on the cost of living, but on the cost of killing. The more you kill, the more you get. But here's the test for peace. I'm sure it won't. But here's the test for peace. When you're dealing with such leaders, okay, or with anyone, the true test of their real intention is not what they say to foreign leaders, what they say what they whisper in diplomatic corridors. The real test is what they say to their own people.
Well, that's
and in the case of the Palestinian leadership, including President Abbas, to his own people he says, we don't want a state next to Israel, we want a state instead of Israel. First we get a state, then we flood Israel with the descendants of Palestinians. We go back to Haifa, Jaffa, Tel Aviv, Akko, you know, and so on. That's the end of Israel.
Abbas to his own people. Talks about, he also said we won't allow Jews' filthy feet,
right,
as it relates to the Alaska Mosque.
Well, talk about religious pluralism. You know, I make one very important rule, and we keep it. We guarantee full, free, unfettered access to the holy sites to Jews, Christians, and Muslims.